Hello friends, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures, and it is a beautiful morning. I say that with a little bit of trepidation because we do have big storms coming, and potentially we're going to get 4 inches of rain in the next few days. So that's always kind of it's a forced time of rest, and it's always kind of, worrisome as far as, are the plants going to get too much water, or, anywho. So it's not exactly a beautiful day because we have a storm rolling in, but we are headed out to do morning chores and check on the chicks. It was their first night last night in their new coop. And so come along with me and let's go check on the babies and see if maybe we have some time for some projects before the rain comes. Ba-doo, 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 doo, doo, ba-doo. Gotta stop and see the paper whites. Aren't they precious? Good morning. Forrest, you are starting your weaning today. Yeah. Which means you still get milk, but cut it in half. Healthy this morning, aren't you? Healthy boy. Stronger and stronger every day. Oh, thank you for that big freaking gigantic slobber. All right, go get your grain. He is really convinced that I have more. I have slobber all over my butt now. Of chicken. Oh boy, are we excited or what? Indeed. We need to break open another bale of that stuff. Let's see here. How am I going to do that? I need to move all that stuff. Of course I do. Well, and here we are into a project before we even knew we were going to get there. Bugs. Where I thought I was. Nope. Let's get these guys taken care of. They need water and a refresh on their bed and food. Do that real quick. Oh, you guys are almost ready to go outside. Really? There you go. That's not cool. Grit. And let's go get your water. Now, let's see here. After their first night out. Hey guys, how's it going? Huh? Well, you guys made a dent in that chip pile, didn't you? fresh water. So they have eaten quite a bit of that grit, which is good. And I did a little research last night, so if you watched yesterday's video, you know that I was concerned about their crops being full, but I was concerned about that, and so I did some research. I've never dealt with it outside of meat chickens, and it's not uncommon for meat chickens to have a crop problem. And basically, just to explain that really quick, the crop is where in a digestive tract of a chicken, the crop is the first place that the food goes, and it's like the first stomach, if you will, and it's right up there above their right breastbone. It's like right in front of and a little bit above their right breastbone. And there's several different things that can occur. Most of them are mild, and according to my research, it is something that you will see if your chicks are gorging themselves, which it is clear that these guys are food crazy. And it's also common if your chicks have been highly medicated. And this was the first time that I ever had my chicks fully vaccinated, you know, for everything possible before they came. And I usually don't ever do that. And so that may be part of it. It may not be. And it can lead to things like impacted crop or sour crop. And what it said was to basically you come out and you check your chickens' necks, you know, above their breastbone, and see if they still have a huge lump there. And from what I can see, I'm sitting in here today watching them eat, and from what I can see, these guys do not. It appears that we have solved the problem, and they say that it's not uncommon, you know, to see that if your chicks are gorging themselves. And just to make sure that you're providing lots of grit, which I usually do with my chicks, and I dropped the ball on that this time. I will fully admit that I, for whatever reason, didn't even think about adding grit in their brooder, and I almost always do. And so that is 100% my fault, but it would appear to me that the problem has resolved itself with the grit. Also good to do is to add apple cider vinegar in their water. And so they do have a dose of apple cider vinegar in their water again today. I will get back on the ball with that. I had quit doing it because we had experienced some loss with these chicks from the get-go, and I was just trying to eliminate things. And so I eliminated the vinegar. But they're back on the vinegar, and They're back on the grit, and that's a pretty big dent for them to put in that grit in 12 hours. So a little over 12 hours, probably 18 hours. So, and our little one that is missing feathers seems to be quite perky and eating this morning. So I did do a calculation on what they should be getting for food to make sure I'm not overfeeding them. And so they will be on a very strict ration of the amount of food that they can get daily, which for this flock, it is 1.8 pounds a day right now. And I will increase that as time goes on, but for right now, we just need to make sure that we're not abusing those crops. Well, we didn't beat the rain, but I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me for morning chores and the shenanigans that happened there, and I hope you had a beautiful day. I'll catch you on the next one. Yours truly.